Hi there, this is Chris, chap in the cap, Motor Legends. Today I want to talk to you about a new heated jacket from Macna. It is called the Ascent jacket. The concept behind the Macna Ascent jacket is a brilliant one. You're going to get to enjoy the benefits of a down jacket combined with the benefits of a heated jacket. The core components, the core electrical components within the jacket are the same as they are or as they were in Macna's long-standing centre jacket. In other words, you get heated panels down the front, heated panels down the back, down the arms and also in the neck. Now it has to be admitted that the centre jacket never generated the very highest levels of heat. Generated about 50 watts as opposed to the 90 watts that you get with the more expensive and frankly warmer Warm&Safe jacket. But for those of us who don't get up at 5 o'clock in the morning on a November morning to commute into work, that 50 watts was enough. Now the Ascent will generate the same 50 watts, but it's going to do therefore the same job, but it will do more because the down filling within the jacket will trap air in the way that no other heated jacket is going to trap air. And what's more, it will continue to do that once you get off the bike. Let's be clear about one thing. As a down jacket, as a standalone down jacket, the Ascent is not in the same league as, say, the Klim Maverick or the Rucker Down X. Yes, like those jackets, the constituent parts are 90% duck down and 10% duck feather, and they will trap some heat. But at this price, you do not get the highest fill power rating, as it's called. Of course, on a long journey, this jacket is going to be warmer than even the best, most expensive down jacket because there's going to be electrical heat being generated all the time. One of the things, however, that we really like about the Ascent jacket as a heated jacket is that it does not look like motorcycle wear. You can get off the bike, put your motorcycle jacket in a pannier or a top box and you can walk around all day and this just looks like a regular off the street down jacket. We'll talk about the technical aspects of the Ascent jacket a little bit later, but the only downside that we've come across so far is that the jacket takes a little bit longer to heat up than the centre jacket. On that jacket, you were wearing heated panels that were almost touching the body. In the Ascent jacket, what we're doing in the initial phase, we're heating the air in the down jacket. Now, ultimately, that is not a problem. The Ascent will eventually become a warmer jacket and it will stay warmer for longer. In terms of details, in truth, there's not a lot more else to say about the jacket. Really, we've got two external pockets with zips and another one on the inside. It is just nonsense to suggest, as some people do, that there's anything intrinsically complicated about using or wearing heated gear on the bike. What you have to do with any heated garment, there will be a harness that you have to connect to the bike's battery. And this is the Macna one. You just take the red lead connected to the positive terminal on the battery, the black one goes onto the negative terminal, and that's kind of it. That lead you'll bring out on the right hand side of the bike, it'll hang down beneath the saddle. All you then do is take the lead from the jacket and connect it to the lead from the bike and you're in business. Now, with some jackets, you have to buy a separate Bluetooth controller to adjust the level of heat on the bike. But you do not have to do that with the Macna. You either use this button on the right breast, you press it and keep pressing it and that will change the level of heat. There are 4 different heat levels. Or you can download the Macna app onto your phone and you can adjust the heat levels from that phone. I have to say that it doesn't get cleverer or simpler than this in the world of heated clothing. One of the issues, however, with heated clothing is that you need to make sure that the bike is generating enough power to power the jacket when it's turned up to its maximum heat. The Warm&Safe jacket, for example, with its 90 watts of heat, shouldn't be used on a bike of less than, say, 400 cc. But the Ascent jacket, like the centre jacket, is rated only at 6 amp hours, so it can be used on most bikes. Although in truth, I would have to say that if I had a 125cc van, I would not be wanting to use the jacket on a long ride at night. The good news, however, about the Ascent jacket is that it can easily be used with the BMW CAN bus system, which is a separate socket that a lot of BMWs come with, and that is limited to 5 amps. This jacket only draws 4 amps. There is another option, of course, and that is to power the jacket with a 12-volt battery. Or rather, what I mean is a portable 12-volt battery. These portable batteries, and Macna does one obviously, we do not recommend as the best option when you're riding the bike, because eventually that battery is going to run out, you'll then have no more power. What's more, when you're connected to the bike, when you connect the jacket to the bike, because there's more power going through the system, it's going to generate more heat. So really, if you're going to have the Ascent jacket, it makes sense to put the harness on the bike's battery. But when you're off the bike, it's a slightly different matter. This jacket is going to work just like any down jacket. When you're off the bike, it's going to trap heat generated by the body. But if you can suffuse the jacket with a little bit more electrical heat, then it's going to be warmer and it's going to stay warmer for longer. Now, this jacket, if you use Macna's 12-volt portable battery, it will generate heat on the lowest setting for more than 3 hours. So that's more than enough for a game of football, for example. On the highest setting, you're going to get about 1.5 hours. In summary, in looking at heated gear, one has to say that getting cold on the bike just makes no sense. You cannot ride safely if you're shivering from the cold. You will ride better, you will ride more safely if you are comfortable on the bike. It's as simple as that. And heated gear is the best way of staying warm in really cold conditions. What has to be remembered, of course, is that the Ascent is only going to keep the top half of your body warm. It's not going to do anything for the legs. But if we're keeping our core warm, then our hearts will be pumping warm blood around the body, and that's going to keep us a little bit warmer all over. In terms of cost for this jacket, the jacket itself costs just £209. I think the harness is something like £17. So that's £225 in total. You could pay a lot more than that just for a standard down jacket. In fact, you would pay more than that for either the Klim Maverick or the Rucker Down X. But no down jacket is going to keep you as warm as this jacket on a long journey. The only other thing I would say is this jacket comes both in a men's configuration and in a ladies one. Well, I hope you found that interesting. If you'd like to look at more heated products, visit the website motorlegends.com. If you'd like to learn more about the Ascent jacket in particular, then if you click on one of the links on the screen, sometimes they're up there, sometimes they're down there, that will take you directly to a dedicated page on the website. When you're there, you can check out the spec in a little bit more detail, you can check on availability, and obviously if you want to buy one of the jackets, you can do that there and then. Now, when you buy from us, we try to make the process simple, straightforward and risk-free as we possibly can. There is no delivery charge on any item of protected wear that you buy from us. Returns are totally free, and what's more, we give you a full 12 months in which to decide whether you do want to return something to us. Without doubt, we have the best price promise in the business. John Lewis was rightly famed for its never-knowingly undersold price promise, but we go one stage better. If you can find any retailer selling anything that we sell at a price that is lower than ours, we will beat that retailer's price by a full 10%. Now, there are a few terms and conditions associated with what we call our price beat. Nothing particularly onerous, I can assure you, but if you are going to attempt to price beat us, I suggest you go over to the website and check out what those terms and conditions are. If in the future you'd like to see bulletins from us about new products, then if you go to the website, at the top of every page, there's a piece of script that says newsletter sign up. Click on there, within seconds you'll be in business. If, however, you prefer to get your information videographically, that is to say in this form, then we would be simply delighted if you wanted to become a subscriber to our YouTube channel. And you can do that by clicking on the button below. Finally, I'd like to make mention of our fabulous little shop here at Motor Legends. We're based about a mile from the centre of Guildford, a mile from the railway station. And as I've suggested, it's a small shop. It's technically got a small footprint, but it's attached to our warehouse where we have some £5 million worth of motorcycle wear arranged over 3 floors. And that makes this technically the second largest motorcycle apparel store in the UK. But we'd like to think that we are far more than just the amount of merchandise we have here in the building. We are all about service, we are all about personal fitting. If you want to check us out, visit Trustpilot. We have the highest 5-star ranking in the business. When you come to see us, we'll serve you the finest illy Italian coffee, or we'll serve you proper Yorkshire tea in a proper teapot. And if you're lucky, you might even get to sample one of our delicious motorcycle-shaped shortbread biscuits. Anyway, this has been Chris. I hope to talk to you again soon.